Last week, we marked the 55th anniversary of the assassination of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And every year, NAN holds this conference in April to honor Dr. King's legacy. So I'll tell you, I have been reflecting recently that among Dr. King's many gifts was his ability to understand the present moment in the context of a vision for a better future. So Nan, in that spirit then, let us clearly understand the moment we are in. A moment in which our hard-won freedoms are under attack. Because just look at where we are. Extremists across our country attack the freedom to vote. They ban books to attempt to erase America's full history. They attack the ability of people to love openly with pride. They attack the freedom of a woman to make decisions about her own body instead of the government. They attack medication that for 20 years the FDA ruled as being safe. And just yesterday in Florida, extremists there signed a 6-week ban before most women even know they're pregnant. And then, isn't it interesting that in the midst of all these attacks on fundamental freedoms, these so-called leaders dare to tell us they are fighting for our freedoms? Don't you find that interesting? Some have gone so far as to name and brand their agenda the, quote, freedom blueprint. Don't fall for the okie doke. Don't fall for the okie doke. Because as we know, freedom, well, it doesn't censor books. Freedom does not criminalize doctors and punish women. Freedom does not turn off a microphone when an elected leader is speaking. And you see, as Dr. King made clear, freedom includes the ability of all people to fully exercise their rights. Rights that generations of Americans bled and died for. Rights that the people in this very room continue to march and fight for. That is our nation's freedom blueprint. And that is what we stand for. And I do believe that when you know what you stand for, you know what to fight for. And so, Nan, two of the many important fights before us, I could go on all day if we were to articulate all of them, but two of them I'm going to talk about this afternoon. One, the fight for our children and all people to be free from gun violence. And two, the fight for freedom to fully participate in a democracy. Both fights fully on display these last few weeks. So just think, in our country, already in the 104 days of this year, there have been more than 150 mass shootings. Already this year. Just think, you've seen the statistics? Gun violence is now the #1 cause for death of children in our nation. And a heartbreaking 1 in 5 Americans has lost a family member to gun violence. And while all this violence impacts all communities in devastating ways, we know it does not do so equally. Black people are only 13% of America's population, but more than 60% of homicide victims from gun violence. Meanwhile, as Rev said, we speak here while the NRA is holding its convention in Indiana. Now, you know what they've called it? They have called it a, quote, freedom-filled weekend. So we must ask, freedom filled for who exactly? Because it's not for the parents who pray that their children will come home from school safe, from a classroom in Uvalde or Nashville. Not for those who pray that their loved ones will come home safe from a bank in Louisville, Kentucky, from a grocery store in Buffalo, or from everyday gun violence in communities across our nation. Let us all declare enough is enough. Enough is enough. And here's the thing, the solutions, because there's clearly a problem, the solutions are clear. We must have reasonable gun safety laws at the state and the federal level. And by the way, most gun owners agree. Even the majority of NRA members support background checks for all gun purchases. So let's reject the false choice that some are pushing to suggest that you're either in favor of upholding the Second Amendment or you're in favor of passing reasonable gun safety laws. Let us reject that false choice. We're not falling for the okey doke. And let us continue to demand that leaders step up and show some courage in state houses and in the United States Congress to make background checks universal, repeal the liability shield that protects gun manufacturers, and to renew the assault weapons ban. And I see there are a lot of cameras here, so I'll say this. For everyone watching, please be clear. The voices of students, parents, teachers, and preachers will not be silenced, and these voices must be heard. These voices must be heard. They will not be discouraged or deterred, even if using a bullhorn becomes necessary. These voices will not be silenced. So it's an issue of public safety. And we also know here at NAN and all over our country, I do believe, that the right to public safety is not only about the freedom to learn in a classroom without fear of an active shooter, but it is also freedom to drive to one's mother's house without being killed by 5 lawless officers in a, quote, Scorpions unit. Rev, you and I were in Memphis together when you eulogized Tyree Nichols. And I will say today what I said that day. When we talk about public safety, was not Tyree a member of the public? Was not Tyree also entitled to the right to be safe? And so then, in the name of public safety, can't we all
talking about politics coming from a view of the streets, you know what I'm saying, dog? We're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers, none of that shit that's on TV, you know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood, the hood view, you know? Representation of black people, period, on the bench, because we don't know who Clarence Thomas represents. He's sitting on a Supreme Court, sitting on a bench, smelling like cocoa butter.
2 seconds. Yep, 2, 3, 4, 5. We live
all the way.
Welcome
Oh shit!
to Hoodviewpolitics, baby. This is where you go in a detailed dive
Deep
into politics from the hood
all
view.
the way.
You know what I'm saying? That
Into this abyss they call politics.
you know, it is an abyss too. You know what I'm saying? That
Yes, it is. Yes,
that's a good word for it.
Yes, it is.
Welcome to Hoodviewpolitics, where I'm Rabbit Jones.
And I am Tony, the number one soul brother.
And we bring you politics directly from a hood point of view.
That's the only way I know how to bring it.
You know? And we appreciate everybody that been here for a year anniversary, baby. We appreciate everybody that been with us, following us, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Follow your boys. You know what I'm saying, dog? Subscribe if you're on YouTube for sure.
Yeah.
You know? Where you get these politics, baby. The first John I just want to start off with is like when we motherfucking travel, you literally expecting to come home.
Yeah, I do.
It has gotten to the point we can't go no fucking where.
Can't go nowhere.
Now everybody ain't heard that it was 4 Americans. Was it 4 or 5? 4 Americans kidnapped. Right?
Yeah, it was a few of them.
They went over there to get a probably one of them probably getting their ass blown up or some shit. But it's going on to get a procedure done, right? And as they over there, they get kidnapped. Now, before we go any further, right? How you feel about going on vacation in other countries? Period.
I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do, and that's where you want to go. You know what I'm saying? People come here on vacation all the time. So why shouldn't we go there? Why shouldn't we go to Cancun and Cabo and Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic and all them good places? You know what I'm saying? So, if that's what you want to do, then do it. But I think, this is my thing. We on Hoodviewpolitics. We always telling y'all, y'all should do y'all research and get the facts and know what you're getting into, know who you're voting for, and all this. And that same thing go for when you go to a foreign country. Wherever you going on vacation, wherever you going to get a butt lift, wherever you going to get some new titties, wherever you may be going over there to do, you need to know where you're going and know what will be going on when you get there. You just can't go flying up into Mexico all willy-nilly. I ain't been to Mexico, but I know damn well that when you get across the border, look, the government don't run Mexico. The cartels do.
Let's get on that for a minute. Hold on. Let's break that down for a minute. The cartels run it. Now, when you think about that, right, it's like us as police, government. I mean, police, army. You know what I'm saying? Where you go to Mexico, it's the cartels. It's underground. It's everybody. They are the police force.
The criminals. Look, the motherfucking inmates run the asylum in Mexico. That's just how it is. And when you go across that border and them people don't know who you are, and you run around there like you a tourist, and you sightseeing and shit. You put yourself in it. You are in a deep load of danger, a deep boatload of shit.
Deep.
You know what I'm saying? So you can look. Going to Mexico ain't like going up in Canada.
True.
It's two different worlds. And once you get across that border and going into Mexico, you don't know what you into.
That's what I'm saying. It's like a lot of people book flights and go on cruises without really thinking about none of stuff like that. You don't know you going into a war zone, some more shit, bro. You don't know. And they got one spot set aside for tourists. It's a lot going on in that country, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look that shit up and figure out where you going. And actually know, is it a good time to be going there? Now they was going there for procedures. They haven't said it was medical procedures. Well, I'm gonna say it's ass jobs and shit like that.
Yeah, you going over there to get a new ass.
Yeah.
And came back with no ass.
You just gotta be real. You gotta be particular about what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Where you going?
Exactly.
And especially, look, us two here on this podcast, we tell y'all all the time, and we look, take 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes out of your day and looking at things. Do your research. Find out what is what. You find out that some places that you go, you don't need to go. They ain't safe.
It sounds good.
It sounds good, and they'll tell you, look.
But you don't want to be in danger, man, because those countries don't really have control of the underground gangster ass shit that's going on.
No, the cartels run the government. The cartels, the drug cartels down there run the country.
That's why it'd be hard for me to go places like that. Even though
I'm not going to Mexico.
I know a lot of people that be going to Mexico, be doing shit, be going places, but you gotta be careful out there, bro.
I love R.E. and Back to death. R.E. and Back go down to motherfucking Cancun. I ain't going with them. I see them if they get back. That's the way I see it.
And I think it was 4. Most of them was like brothers and sisters and shit.
And they was trying to make the brother and sister fuck each other.
Not good. They don't give a fuck.
Shit is,
But the funny thing about it is the girl say it was a one guy in there that speak English. He came from America. He didn't want to help them. Now, by him saying he was going to help them and probably help them, he was one to help them. He probably dead now. You see what I'm saying? So
as a motherfucker.
Hell yeah. But they went on CNN. I think one of them still in the wheelchair, matter of fact. And they're gonna explain some of the situation they was in. We're gonna tap into that joint.
But before we get into this, I want to slip something in here real quick. Because we come on here and we'll tell you we can decode the dog whistle. We can decipher what is between the lines and everything, and we can tell y'all what's really what. We see what the normal people don't know, that don't speak political language, don't know. And right now, I'm going to introduce a word that I think everybody should know, and we'll explain it to you real quick. That word is propaganda, and I'm gonna break it down to what we give them street knowledge, to what propaganda is. Propaganda is telling the people what they want to hear. They tell you the good shit. It's blowing smoke up your ass.
All the way up there.
Right. It's pulling the wool over your eyes. It's speaking to you, in a dialect you don't understand. But it tells you think when you at the end of somebody kicking propaganda to you, you think you know, but in actuality, you don't know shit.
And the formal definition of propaganda information, especially of a based and misleading nature, used to promote and publicize a popular political view or a cause or viewpoint, which is basically Fox 5.
when it's
Propaganda channel like a motherfucker.
It's when somebody tells you something and it sounds too good to be true. It is.
Yeah, propaganda is basically motherfucker knowing the information they're giving you is bullshit. Right. They misleading you to believe what they want you to believe.
And it's propaganda that's coming out of places like Mexico and places like that have people running down there to get a tummy tuck under the table.
True.
To get a fake ass ass.
But when you get down there, they hang these, string them up and try to motherfucker get money from
chop your head off.
American hostage and shit like that.
So for y'all don't.
Funny thing about this is some people said, "Fuck them, we're gonna save these people." That's the funny thing about it. And then the leader of Cartel said there was a mistake made or some dumb shit. People was killed, bruh. It's no the thing about that, they try to hurry up and stop America from start flooding the country and look for shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'd be like, "Oh, you know what? We got them. We already. Matter of fact, we can give them to y'all. That's them. They did it."
You brought up you just kicked on an interesting point right there. The shit like that went down there, and what happened to them 4 people that went over there? That's what the Mexican people are flooding the border to get away from. Think about it. They done kicked all this propaganda out here and got y'all thinking, come on down here. We'll give you a new ass, a new round plump ass. You know, your titties are sagging, we'll pump them up. And y'all fall for, as y'all heard our beautiful black vice president say, y'all fall for the okie doke. Then when you get down there, you got a machete up to your throat. So, but when you hear about people flooding the borders, trying to come into this country and trying to escape what is going on down there, that is the type of shit that happened to these people. And we talk shit, but we feel for them people, and that's fucked up what happened to them people. But that is the type of people, things that go on with the Mexican people every day, and they're trying to get away from it. And if you think about it, we just got a first-hand view of what they going through down there. So,
we just remember we just had the female that went down there and got beat up and died or some shit out of that joint. Yeah. There's a lot going on with people eating food and dying and shit like that, man. It's like, bro.
They've been telling y'all for years, if you go to Mexico, don't drink that water.
It's just
take your water with you.
Some countries I don't trust, let alone states I don't trust. Which bring me to shit like Tennessee. You know what I'm saying?
Tennessee. What's that damn group had that song?
Tennessee. Another place. Tennessee. Damn.
Arrested Development.
Arrested Development, yeah. That was their name.
Arrested Development.
For sure.
And they development is still arrested because they fucked up in Tennessee. But I told you last week them 2 brothers won't be back.
Yeah, they put them back in the motherfucking office. Right. Let's hear what they said as they came out the motherfucker. Some of them say they was put into these little shacks and shit. Which they gonna do because they gonna, you know what I'm saying? They trying to hide them and move them and shit.
All type of shit.
Zendel was in the back seat. He said, "Don't stop." He saw a gun.
We drove through a few streets and corners until we got back on the main street. And that's when a gang of shooting started. Zendel and Shaheed, they jumped out to run and they were gunned down. They was at Tay window beating on her window with a little gun, probably a 9mm. And I jumped out of the driver's side. And when I jumped out on the driver's side, that's when I was shot in both legs.
Great.
On the ground for maybe like 10 minutes. after they took everything from us, and I guess whoever told them to just go ahead and bring us with them, that's when they loaded us on the back of the truck.
And your two friends, were they still alive at that point?
They were alive
They were
at
alive.
that point. I couldn't see Shaheed because he was like behind me, but I could see Zendel back. He was hit 2 times and big chunks of meat was gone out of him. Then we rode probably 10, 15 more minutes, and we got to the spot where they was taking us, the investigator or interrogator us, Mark. And that's when Shaheed said, "I love y'all, I'm gone." And he died right there. In
Those
the
were his
back
last
of the
words.
truck. Yeah. That he
Yeah, anybody don't understand what's going on? 4 people went over in Mexico, and he explaining what happened as 2 of them, as they all was kidnapped. 2 of them was shot and murdered in front of him. He was shot in the legs twice, right? Now the lady, she survived. She ain't get no she ain't get shot, but she was on the scene the whole time.
loved us and he was gone. That was the last thing he said.
And that was in the back of the pickup.
Yes, sir.
Were you able to say anything to him, or?
Just told him I was sorry.
So you finally arrived at this destination. What was it? It was
It was a house
A house.
with a lot of Mexicans outside with guns.
A lot of war.
Putting on Diablo mask, red plastic mask.
they put masks on.
There's a lot of
Yeah,
Mexicans out there.
putting
What
the
the fuck you
guns
think?
to
You
our
in Mexico?
head. Telling us not to look up, things like that.
Had you gotten any kind of medical treatment?
The cartel took us to a clinic after we left from the spot where they was questioning us at.
They told us, they was like, I guess after they kept asking us and our questions, our answers never changed. They said, well, we're gonna get y'all some help.
And what kind of treatment did they give you?
They put my leg on a 2x4 and then they stitched it up.
They just stitched it up.
Right.
Did they give you?
No pain medicine or nothing.
Ouch.
They just stitched it up. And
Bruh, if you can imagine him being him, right? First of all, you been shot.
Been shot.
And then these clowns niggas just sewing you up, just doing it.
Just doing
There's
it.
no anesthesias, there's no cleaning. They just sewing them.
Just.
Think about that, bruh. But you don't care because you think you still alive. You know what I'm saying? And they trying to save you, so they ain't gonna kill you. You feel me? That would be in my mind like they sewing me up. At least they fucking up. Okay, they doing that. They fucking that up. But they trying to save me with that. You know what I'm saying, dog?
You trying.
The whole idea of that to keep me alive of this. You know what I'm saying? So that means they not gonna kill me. You feel me?
Right.
So I'll be over that hump once this happens. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
Even though I'll be like, motherfucker, you don't know what you're doing.
I might lose my leg later on. Leg fucked all up.
No bullshit.
I would look at her and say, baby, is that big ass worth it?
Did they check to
I know they looked at her 100
see
times
if the
and said
bullet
that.
was still
I
inside or
don't even
anything
fuck
like
you
that?
no more now.
Yes, sir.
You fuck my life up.
After they stitched it, they took some like, I guess, gauze, and they put the 2x4 board under there.
They didn't know what the
was
fuck they was
wrapping
doing,
it
bro.
around like that, and I was telling them.
They probably looked on
War
YouTube
zone.
with that
Yeah,
shit,
that's
yeah.
a war zone. That's some shit you do out in the war
My
zone.
leg, and it was killing me, so they took away the 2x4.
What about Zendel?
Me and him was in the room together, and he was fighting for his life, and they ain't do nothing.
Huh?
They didn't do anything to treat him. Was he conscious? Were you able to talk to him?
Yeah,
Huh?
I talked to him the whole time.
It was obvious these people wasn't doctors. Okay.
No, they
What
wasn't
the
doctors.
situation?
They were just trying to do whatever.
I told him I'm sorry because I asked him.
They just,
to come
they
with me.
was just like, look, a lot of the people that's
He
in
was
them
like,
cartels
"It's
that's
okay."
like
Niggas
that.
probably looking on
I'm supposed to
YouTube,
be
see
there.
what to do to
a
save
lot
them.
of them is
Is that where he
ex-soldiers and shit. So
They told
they just
he
doing
didn't
shit
fight
they
too long.
learned out on the battlefield. To know what, if a motherfucker got a broke leg, you're gonna take 2 boards and
Yeah,
you're
that's
gonna
what I'm
stabilize
saying,
that shit.
exactly.
They know basic shit to keep a motherfucker
Exactly. Yeah.
keep a
You're not
motherfucker
expecting him,
from getting totally
none of
fucked
them,
up.
to actually keep you fucking save your life or some
Yeah,
shit.
but far as being medical personnel, they don't know shit. They just know enough, like basic
care, like,
first
really
aid and
sitting
shit
to-
like that.
And he was looking at something on his phone. And I can remember the sound of that day of when it happened. Like I could remember the gunshots, the noise, and I heard it. And I asked him, I said, "Excuse me, is that us?" And he said, "Yes." I said, "Can I see it?"
Hmm?
And he's like, "Hold on." And he turned the phone around and he showed a video of us being kidnapped and stuff like that.
One of the gunmen actually showed you the video that we've all seen. Of
You looking at
being
this?
Kidnapped on the street.
Mhm.
That's surreal. I mean, what was that like?
I just started crying.
You
I
see
was
that
never
shit?
going
Yeah.
home.
I
Did
never
it
saw
in any
that
way
before.
help you to know that this video was out there, that people
Yes,
at least
it felt,
knew?
It felt. I thought maybe it was just out in Mexico. I didn't know that it hadn't reached the
To
states.
the United States, right?
So I felt a little better, because I just didn't know our families knew anything that happened to us.
Yeah. Oh, you stop.
You're a woman in custody.
Let's say you in this position, right? Once you know this something went viral, you will start feeling better.
Yeah,
You
because
know
I know that
help
I know
coming. Yeah.
I know that I know it's been seen. I know it's out there, and somebody that
Exactly.
hopefully that shit all over the news, which it was, and
Yeah. I understand what she said, that when she said she felt better. Because once you feel like everybody know now, because at first you felt like nobody know where the fuck you at or nothing. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And once you feel like, damn, this is all over the place, then you know you feel better because somebody come to get your ass.
and look, ladies, this is for you ladies out there. All that shit you going down to Mexico and going to somebody's basement to get butt injections and silicone shot in your ass and your breasts and all that other shit, that ain't necessary. Yeah. Look, if you was born with it, consider yourself blessed. If you wasn't born with it, still consider yourself blessed.
But that's two different topics though. Like a girl enhancing themselves and then going to Mexico to do it. That's two different
True.
topics.
True.
Like you can get some of this stuff done without going to Mexico.
But shit, you still got motherfuckers going. You still got motherfuckers going to joints in the States and getting fucked all up, dying and shit. Got silicone running all through their body. They all fucked up. For what?
Yeah, I take my chances here with that. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me look at Kanye mother.
And then you see
I know of a couple
Black
people that-
China, she said she didn't even know what the fuck they was shooting in her anus.
Yeah. I mean, look.
How the fuck you go there to get the motherfucker butt, whatever the fuck, and you don't ask what is actually going in me?
Because you want to look like something you seen on a goddamn Jay-Z video.
That shit. And then I think Black China look good though. She didn't need to do
She
everything.
didn't need to do all that shit.
She's stupid. I don't understand.
I even seen her mugshots.
Well, obviously, once you get on that status, it's a way mentally you think you gotta do certain things to stay there. You feel me?
Yeah, but these were video whores, so
Yeah. And she used to fuck with and
they
she got a
had-
child with what's this nigga name?
Rob
Kardashian? Come on, man, you should be good.
Right. I mean, you want to look like a video whore for what?
Then she gonna say that was earlier. You know she changed her name to some shit. She going to church now.
Yeah, then her mother out there tripping.
Nah, her mother, yeah, she on something different.
I mean,
She used to be on YouTube, man. She be ranting on
You
dumb
know,
shit,
look,
bro.
I
It's
mean,
like, bro.
my point
She was
is-
gonna come on.
yeah.
I talked to her a couple. She. All right. I text her, asked her to come on the podcast. Right.
Mhm.
She started engaging back and forth. Said she'd come on the joint. It never came on.
See.
But she started going live a lot more.
Right. Well,
First.
see, my whole point.
She go live and she really just be like she'd ride around the city. That's why I really want to talk to her. She saying she be in DC. I want to make sure that's where she at. And she said she be feeding homeless and people in DC. And I was like, really? So I want to interview you on the podcast if that's some shit you
that's
doing.
what you doing.
Besides the crazy ass shit you and your daughter doing. You feel me?
But my whole thing about my point is, look, to look like something or somebody you don't need to look like, that's the type of shit that leads you to going down to places like Mexico and places like that to get
Yeah.
to get bootleg cosmetic surgery done. Basically, that's what you're going. You're going to get some bootleg under the table cosmetic surgery because somebody went down there already and told you that you can get it cheap done down, cheap and good. Look, then like Black China said, she don't know what they were shooting up in her ass,
That's crazy.
and you don't know what they shooting up in your ass. Now we know this time you went down there. These people went down there and got some bullets shot up in their ass. And is it really worth it? You know, is it really in the end? Is it really worth going through the trouble, the shit they going through, the health issues these other ladies are going through, and all that other shit? You know, I don't get it.
No, I mean, it's hard for me to say because on one hand, I'd be like, you got the right to choose about abortion, right?
True.
We're gonna get to that in a minute. And then on the other hand, I can't then say, you know what I'm saying? It's like I'll be contradicting myself if I do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I see where you coming from on that, but my thing is, you know,
Like if after you want to do, just do it.
Yeah,
but don't go in Mexico or in the back alley. That's all I want a problem with.
Right, and I agree with you. If that's what you want to do and how you want to enhance your look or whatever, do it the right way.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It was like you right, and I agree with you. It's your choice. If you want bigger breasts or you want smaller breasts, if you want a bigger butt or a smaller butt or whatever, you know, it's on you. You know, if that's what makes you feel good for whatever reason, then go ahead and do it. But do it the right way.
Yeah, don't go to Mexico when you got a war-torn country or Israel. All these places where you go there, it's things going on you ain't researched.
Right. Because ladies,
you just walking into a war and shit like
that.
I need my butt done. You know somebody? One time is a war in this country.
Will burst. Them silicone implants will burst, and that's your ass.
Poppity dop dop dop.
Hey, so that shit, you know, do like white women do. You know, go to find you a doctor up in Beverly Hills.
Do something, yeah.
And pay the and look, if it means that much to you, then it should mean that much to you to get it done right.
That's my thing. Like exactly, yeah.
That's the point I'm trying to make. If it means that much, if a bigger ass means that much to you, get it done right.
Sneaking your ass to these broke down countries and shit.
Right, but you going to somebody's basement up in Brooklyn, you going down to Mexico, or you going over in New Amsterdam and all this whole other shit to get shit because somebody said, oh, you can get this shit done cheap. It won't cost you that much.
A cheap buttocks done.
Hey,
you tripping with that shit?
It won't cost
why even try to do some cheap shit like that?
Hey, as these people that went down it might not have been cheap monetarily, but they paid the ultimate price. It cost them their life.
Not good at all, bro.
Nah,
that's for goddamn. That's a lot we need to get into. We got.
No, that's wrong.
We got motherfucking Justice Clarence Thomas, bitch ass.
Nigga, I can't stand.
For goddamn sure, we gotta get into him. But before we go further, plus the motherfucking the nigga that shot up the joint, and the motherfucker that stole documents and put those all over the place. You know what I'm saying, dog?
Yeah,
shit's crazy. Yeah. But we want to do the black lady cocoa butter.
Oh yeah,
for goddamn sure before we go any further. You know what I'm saying? It's something we do in this hood view politics, right? We love the black ladies on this podcast.
Yeah, bring it.
And it's something we do every year. We crown the black lady of the year, and we call her the cocoa butter.
Black lady of the week.
You know what I'm saying? So this week here, you know what I'm saying?
On hand.
We're gonna highlight one of the black ladies in this country that's moving and shaking, baby. You know what I'm saying?
And she got a motherfucker shaking.
You know? And quivering.
And get your mind out the gutter.
Now, we all know Trump is going through a whole lot.
Whole lot.
You know what I'm saying? And there's a few DAs that's up in this arenas.
Finish.
They black. And
Black them up.
now one of them, now everybody know about the other one where Republicans are trying to fucking get him disbarred and all types of shit. But we're gonna get on that too. But there's another one, a black lady
Oh, black lady.
that already filed charges against him too.
Who's
You know what I'm
that
saying?
lady?
I love it.
Who's that lady?
So this week,
black cocoa butter lady.
Cocoa butter lady.
Who's that lady?
You know what I'm saying?
Who's that lady? That lady is Miss Letitia James, New York State Attorney General. She is our cocoa butter black lady of the week.
Cocoa butter.
Yes, she is. What did I say? She's a New York State Attorney General who is suing. She is suing. She is suing one Donald J. Trump and 3 of Trump's children for fraud, or as she put it, and I like the word she used, for staggering fraud. Now that's some shit, staggering fraud. But
Get him.
But she's suing Trump and 3 Trump children for staggering fraud for the business practices, for overvaluing their assets by billions of dollars, not millions, billions. So
Yeah, trust me, she one of the black ladies, cocoa butter lady, because she a good DA. You know what I'm saying? That
yeah. You know, when anybody, you know, in any black lady, that can get in Trump's ass, you know, she's our black. She's gonna get that black cocoa butter lady of the week. But
you know,
yeah, but she had Trump grilled for over 7 hours Thursday, lighting his ass up because she's bringing forth a lawsuit for the state of New York. Pull that up.
she first of all, I already know for a fact that she is like a bulldog when it comes to politics. First of all, you know what I'm saying? Though.
Oh yeah.
Trump right now, first of all, when she put these charges up, Trump was scared as fuck. First of all,
Oh, he's shaking. That's why they call her peekaboo.
because, and trust
Whatever
me,
that mean.
again, we don't tell y'all who the fuck to vote for, right? There's a
But
lot
I'm about
going
to
on.
start to.
You know what I'm saying? But again, you have a black lady that steps up and say, nigga, y'all not gonna scare me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't gonna scare me. I'm gonna wherever the facts take me,
Motherfucker.
I'm gonna lock your orange ass up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A to the fuck sap.
So
Let them know what
let's
this
get to
lady
some
is all
background.
about here.
yes, she is a member of the Democratic Party. Right the fuck on. And the current Attorney General of New York. She won a seat in 2018. Born and raised in Brooklyn. She got her JD degree at Howard University, Washington, D.C.
Howard, baby.
Know what I'm saying?
Baby, I know you. I know you look for me.
She's around here somewhere.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Yes. After graduating from Lehman College in the Bronx, she was a public defender in New York. She served as a member of the New York City Council from 2004 to 2013. She represented the 35th district, which includes Brooklyn and the neighborhoods of like Clinton Hill, Fort Greene, stuff like that. She was a candidate in the 2022 New York gubernatorial election.
You know?
You know, she ran for governor, and after you put your foot in Trump's ass, run again.
You know? Now,
You know what I'm
let's
saying?
stop right there. Now, if Republicans, do you think what she doing is politically motivated to do that?
Who gives a shit?
Welcome to the Hoodviewpolitics. Jay, what's going on, Play? You been listening to what's going on with the black lady of the this our week right here. Trust me, there's a lot more of these black ladies coming. What you think? You know about her, or we teaching you something here, or you got something to say about this?
Oh, I know about her. She should grill Trump on his bullshits. Because that's exactly what it is, his bullshits.
You know what I'm saying? That niggas in the teddy bear.
Yeah, like Teddy Pendergrass, a teddy bear baby.
This one of our top black ladies of this 2023 season, right? This is our baby here, one of our top babies. You know what I'm saying? Because she showed a backbone, first of all, as a black woman in a small industry. She could have said, fuck that, I ain't gonna try that and just keep doing my thing, you know what I'm saying? Real quietly. You know what I'm saying, Doc?
Right.
So now for the Republicans that think this is politically motivated, what you say to them fools?
Fuck y'all. Y'all think everything is
They really do.
politically motivated.
They all
You know what I'm
political.
saying?
Republicans
That's right.
are politically motivated.
That's all they do. That's all they know.
Yeah, but see, you know,
Now,
that's
you
why
know, I don't know if y'all know this, but now in the Senate and in House House of the House of Congress, there's now four, maybe 5, 6, 7, but you added Trump Republicans to that mix because you got Republicans, then you have Trump Republicans. You have to remember that.
yeah, you got mainstream
Republicans
That's
are
Republicans.
MAGA.
bad.
MAGA
You
Republic.
got mainstream and you got MAGA.
You got MAGA Republicans now, so
That's true.
that's That's
It's a
led by
fight
Taylor
it's
Green,
a
and
fight
that's
inside the Republican Party right
Yep.
now.
yeah, it's
Let
definitely
them kill each other.
something going on because you have to remember one of the other political people like Mitch McConnell is they trying to kick him off the boat. Y'all remember that?
Oh, for real?
We've been saying Mitch McConnell, but they kicking him off the boat because he hopped off
Yeah.
that Trump shit after the January
Yeah.
6th.
I think right now the party is like 60% back Trump and 40% is like a regular Republican right now. And it comes down to, can you find a Republican that's regular and can appeal to all those MAGAs? I don't think
Nope,
they
they
exist.
cannot.
It can't happen. So
Nope.
I think this party right here is doomed for destruction. And I think
Yeah,
now,
they're confused right now.
I
They
think
trying to figure out what
You
they
would not
want
have
to
a
do.
mainstream. You would not have a mainstream Republican run for anything until the MAGA Republicans, such as Marjorie Taylor Greene, such as dumbass speaker, and you got Matt Gaetz and people like Jim Jordan, until they absolutely positively burn the fucking Republican Party to the ground. Nobody that's a
what I'm saying.
mainstream Republican is going to run.
As soon as my lady right here put Trump in jail, he got so many charges.
She like
This
Queen
one of
Latifah.
them. Soon as she get him, that's gonna be part of the puzzle.
see.
You know, cocoa butter, baby.
Right on.
But
Other week.
we also got to
What you
figure
think?
out what these judges are. Are they Trump reported judges or are they
Oh yeah.
regular Republican judges? Because like the Supreme Court, the ones that he appointed, maybe one or two of those flipped on his ass.
Yeah. But remember, they gonna always come back and make sure he good. You know what I'm saying? Black lady of the week is my baby.
Tisha James, Attorney General.
You know, and she is in the running for the
of
black cocoa
New
butter
Who's
lady
that lady?
of the year. You know what I'm saying?
Who's
Doc?
that lady? Cocoa butter lady. Who's that lady?
Yes, indeed.
Beautiful
Now, Jay, I don't know if you
lady.
know about you ain't here is when we was talking about the motherfucking kidnappings and shit. You heard about that? And and the cartels gave him back up and some shit.
Yeah,
What you think about that? That's wild shit. ain't it?
that's some wild shit there. The cartels gave them back up. You remember they kidnapped their ass. This in Mexico. And you gotta remember that girl that got killed by her friends in a fight, the feds, that her shit go too.
Hell yeah.
They
Shit's crazy.
didn't find nothing. They said they not gonna charge the friend.
That shit's crazy, bro.
Like this shit is whole crazy shit. It's crazy.
So right now, even though we got Tennessee going crazy as fuck, right? It's not the only state right? We got states banning the motherfucking abortion pills.
Florida.
Now, I'm not even a motherfucking opponent of abortions. I don't care. Reality. You know what I'm saying? I do want the access
I
though.
care. I'm against it.
I
but
do want
I
that.
do believe it's.
I'm not even. It's hard for me to say. It's like I don't know where I'm at on that because I don't care if you do it. You know what I'm saying, though? And I do want that access to it if I need it to make that decision one day.
As a
So,
personal choice.
I just think it should be there. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't know.
I get that. That's why I say for me, my personal position on abortion is I don't agree with it. But just because I don't agree with it doesn't mean, you know, a woman shouldn't have a right to choose, because her decision is not to please me. It is her decision is not to
It's her decision.
Please a politician. It is a decision made as according to whether she wants or desires to have children,
Mm-hmm.
2, her health, 2, 3, the health of the child. So it's many factors that go into it, like whether she's been raped.
Exactly. Yeah.
The child could be a product of rape. The child could be a product of incest. It's many factors.
Now, again, we don't tell nobody who the fuck to vote for, right? But
till next week.
Again, your normal life is impacted by some of these things you're not paying attention to.
Right.
Like when the Supreme Court abolished motherfucking abortion, right? That was something that impacts everybody normally that don't pay attention to politics. Right. You know what I'm saying? So you end up going to the doctor not even knowing this been banned. You know what I'm saying? Not even knowing the Supreme Court did all this shit. You just got pregnant now. You just gotta go to the motherfucking joint. You don't know this happening until the people tell you, hey, you know what? You know the new law? You be looking at it like, no, fuck that new law. I don't need this baby. You know what I'm saying?
And ladies, this is really something right here that we're talking about that you really need to listen to, because as a result of the overturning of Roe v. Wade, now you have in Florida a wild ass governor who has just passed the law, and he tried to sneak it under people's noses, but he passed the law, which is basically a 6-week abortion ban. That means after 6 weeks, you're gonna have that child, no matter what the situation is.
Exactly, Jay. You heard about that, Jay?
But that's an easy one. All you gotta do is quote unquote fall on his kids.
But the problem is for many women, they're further along than 6 weeks before they even know they're pregnant. So
that's why he stuck that in there.
That's why he snuck that in there. And then he put in an exception for rape and incest. But if that's the exception, for that exception, a woman has to bring in a fucking police report. What kind of shit is that?
You got to what? Bring a police report for what?
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you get in Florida, if it's this bill he just passed, if a woman is getting an abortion passed for rape, she's been raped or product or incest, she has to bring a police report. What the fuck kind of shit is that? So you just gonna
okay. I'm gonna say that's fucked up, but I get it. But when a female does, because some people be playing the rape game, some people be playing the rape game and then they try to get it for free in some places. In some places they do it for free if you rape. Some places do it for free when it's something like that, or rape or incest. The police report, I understand, because it's just another government way of saying, okay, you gotta show us proof. That's like if you file your taxes, you gotta show us proof that that's your child.
Now, I see where you coming from. But when you get into a situation right now when you have to produce a police report, you are playing a very, very, very dangerous game, because you can get, it's how easy it for it to be a situation where a woman has stepped out on her boyfriend or her husband and gotten pregnant, didn't find out till after 6 weeks. So now the only card you can play is the rape card. So you getting into a situation where if she don't want that child, and she gonna have to plan a rape, put a rape on a nigga, put a sexual assault on a nigga to get rid of it. So now you playing a dangerous, that's a dangerous ass game that you could wind up playing.
6 weeks is tight. Like
Right.
it takes a girl a while to realize
Well,
they pregnant. Like
sometimes some women don't
6
even know
weeks
till they
is
out
real
their first
early,
trimester.
bro.
Some women really don't find out till after they out their first trimester.
6 weeks is tough.
So
I know some people. I know a female too that didn't find out until like third trimester when they almost about to have the motherfucker.
Exactly, yeah. Especially big girls, they don't
right.
really
I'm
know.
about to say, because I know women who never even showed their whole fucking pregnancy, and next thing you knew, you seen them on Tuesday, and Thursday they had a brand new baby.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, what the fuck you get pregnant?
No bullshit though, you know. Like
Yeah,
you gotta be careful with that.
but
That 6 weeks is real
that
tight.
6 week in that police report shit, man, you gonna have a rack of motherfuckers locked up.
That's tight. That's why I say you don't pay attention to some of this stuff, but man, same thing with the healthcare bill. When Obama passed the motherfucker the healthcare bill, most motherfuckers around America didn't know that healthcare they was on was that. You see what I'm saying? Didn't know that they needed that. So you had some governors and some senators not even giving it to their states, bruh. So that means their voters don't even know that exists. That's some fucked up shit,
Right.
yeah.
That's because they didn't want the power. Because everybody needs to go to the doctor. That's a given. You gotta go to the doctor. You gotta go get your teeth done. You gotta get your eyes done.
Once
You
Obama
gotta go
did
to the
that,
doctor.
these
But
states
it gives the
didn't-
government the power to say, fuck you. We not paying for your shit. You pay for your shit. And meanwhile, we take taxes from your check.
It's two things, right? This and guns, right? It's like we don't get that into two things. Like it's Republicans doing things that continues the bullshit. Like they vote against things that continue guns in the street, shit like that. People getting killed. It's like the same thing. It's like they're against everything that's good for us. You feel me? Like we heard in the beginning of this podcast, Vice President, when she was going on the fact that they had 150 mass shootings already. And we in, what's this, March, May, April? You see what I'm saying? That's crazy. And all the people out there that be like, man, she don't do nothing and all this shit. She be busy, bro. You know what I'm saying, dog?
That's because you motherfuckers out there keep listening to what? Propaganda.
We talked about that early.
That's propaganda from the other side. And then you got propaganda from stupid motherfuckers on this side, or as we call them, misleaders.
Misleaders. By this time, everybody listening to this podcast got to know who misleaders are. I'm gonna give you a prime example.
And that shit turns
Killer
to
Mike
me out because you know
the first one.
Look, it ain't many podcasts out here that really try to come at y'all and educate y'all about what's really going on out here, so y'all can make informed decisions and make decisions about who you vote for or who your elected officials are who really affect your life more than you ever realize. But if some dumb motherfucker out in the middle of the street to tell you, oh, she don't do nothing, or they ain't do nothing. This don't mean nothing to you. No, it means something to you if you sit down there and take the time, a few minutes out of your day, instead of seeing what the fuck is going on with a clown like Tekashi 6ix9ine or a motherfucker, the latest hottest rapper that don't give a fuck about you, seeing what Lil Wayne got on, and find out what these motherfucking people that really have the most effect over your lives is doing. Look, this dude here that then passed a motherfucking 6-week abortion ban and making this and has passed the law that in Florida that if you are a victim of rape or incest, you have to go get a police report. Some women doing it, yeah. Some women, and look, right or wrong, it's some women that just look, I'm pregnant. I just don't want to have this child, and I want it to be over with. I want to forget about it. And then you put a woman through much more trauma. Yeah. Because once you fill out the police reports, you got to go through the whole fucking process.
That's why I just think it should just be their choice and let it go.
Yeah. So this dude
passed do the process, you be past your 6 weeks.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
But see, what people don't understand is this person passed this law in Florida. Well, Florida don't mean that's Florida. Florida don't mean shit to me. Well, guess what? This motherfucker is running for president. He's planning to run for president. And he's the same one. He the same one that said he could carry a gun without a permit.
Right. Exactly. So we need y'all to know
mofo is running
before
for president.
The national press and everything he started running. We informing you who this person is now.
Right.
Before he pops up in your face, you start liking him about and not knowing the background of this fool.
And one thing
the main problem with all these bills right now.
And one thing about governors that run for president, when a governor runs for president, if that governor happens to get that seat, that governor will more likely than not try to implement the laws and the bills that was put forth in that state that they feel is work and feel that the country wants because they voted him into that office. They will vote shit like that and pass shit like that to force it on the country as a whole. Exactly. And that's what we are trying to tell you. It does matter who your governor is, matter who your mayor is, matter who your city council is, matter who's on the school board matters. And you need to take time to find out who these people are and put the people in office that will work for your interests.
Exactly. That's the only thing you gotta worry about. And everybody don't know that it was only 2 people expelled from Tennessee. Right. The white lady was not.
By 1 vote.
So just be clear. And the other 2 has been reinstated back to the Senate, state Senate. So let's be clear. The white lady never was expelled. She was always cleared to keep doing what the fuck she wanted to. You heard about that, Jay?
Yep. And you already know what that's about.
Ain't that some shit?
But when they do shit like that, that should wake everybody up to let you know, guess what? Racism still exists. Why are you voting for these assholes that's against you?
But I know it's tough in states like Tennessee where they function at is like, if you come out against gun violence, right? We about to get on that. Like
that's a racist. That's a
and then they
slavery to states.
They throw you. Hell yeah. You go up against gun violence and they start trying to throw you out. Like, what the fuck do this mean? I really have a problem with this gun debate. It's really fucks me up because it'd be hard for me to understand where y'all coming from. Your gun owners, where you coming from with this? Yeah.
Did y'all hear about the guns they're trying to make now? With his face recognition and your
face recognition guns, yeah. There's a lot of solutions to make sure people don't kill people, bro. And most of the NRA is stopping us from doing most of this stuff, bro. And I just don't understand. Talk to me as gun owners. What are we doing? What are you expecting? What do you want, bro? You know what I'm saying? It's like, can you help us stop kids from being? Do you know the vice president, bro? When we started this earlier, oh no, you missed it, Jay. The vice president had a speech where she was
Yeah.
talking about all types of shit, but she's talking on one thing about gun violence, right? And she said it was 150 motherfucking mass shootings already this year, right? And she also said, this is something that blew my mind when she said it, bro. I'm like, huh? That gun violence is the number one killer for kids in America, bro. Think about that for a minute. And these kids are not, it ain't only black, but 92 to 93% of them are black kids, bro. Do you understand that? Do anybody understand that in America? Black culture.
I
That's what we talk
understand
to.
it because
Go ahead,
they
Jay.
in my kind. These folks are on the other side. They don't give a damn about the 93% of black kids because I think that's part of what they want to do anyway is wipe us out. You have to think about what they want versus what we want. What we want is not what they want. What they
True.
want is to continue with the bullshit, like racism. They want to continue that. They want to continue you having guns. So if these people with the permit in Florida are black, what
Mhm.
are the consequences versus the counterparts if you shoot somebody with that gun without a permit? Do they get the same equal laws with like they would get? You have to
Fuck,
answer that.
fuck no. The thing
They have
is,
they have and you have to think about it because us black people, we be like, well, shit. I'm talking about in Florida now. If he
mhm,
passing that, I'm gonna get mine. You get caught with it or shoot somebody, you gonna have to suffer the consequences, and that's a deep joint versus
we know a lot of people. For
the counterparts probably get off.
us three know a lot of people that like guns. Put it like that, right? And if we can get any one of these people on this joint to have this conversation, this is a conversation. It can turn into a debate. That's no problem. You know what I'm saying, dog? But if you disagree with anything anyone on this motherfucker say, you can come on this joint anytime, bro. You know what I'm saying, dog? But
What DeSantis is doing in Florida is basically unleashed a state full of George Zimmers. You're gonna have a whole bunch of fake ass neighborhood watches because now they can carry their guns around. You're gonna have a state full of armed neighborhood watches. You're gonna have, if the motherfucking militia people feel as though they want to come out and patrol the streets, that's what the fuck they gonna do. You gonna have people that's gonna go around, and if they see something or somebody they don't like in their neighborhood, they gonna pop a cap in their ass and say they shouldn't have been there or I felt threatened. And they're gonna do all of this shit, and I'm telling you, murder charges, manslaughter charges, and all that shit is gonna be going out the window.
Exactly.
Because this dumbass saying that people can go around and carry guns basically willy-nilly. You don't need a permit, you don't need no type of training, you don't need no type of certification, you don't need nothing. So when the motherfucking so if you live in if say a motherfucker want to start an armed, which they probably already have, an armed neighborhood watch to patrol the neighborhood, and they see a black motherfucker in that neighborhood that they don't like or don't think they're supposed to be there, and they basically kill them
with no questions asked, and they'll get straight on off.
You are going to have a state full of George Zimmermans and a state full of Trayvon Martins. That is what he has just unleashed. And
that's my thing. Is like we had people like him, right? He gonna run for president, and we just telling y'all step by step who the people are, right? So you won't be surprised when they pop on the national scene. He's the person that banning gay rights, gay marriage. He the person that getting rid of Disney World, Disney He taxed Disney World. He stopped them. He about to make them move from Florida. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
This is the same person now. You gotta keep track of the people, and he the one that now want to 6 weeks on abortions. You gotta keep track of that. So if he president, guess what we're gonna do? The same shit.
Same shit.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta keep track of the bullshit, bro. You got to, and that's why we here to decipher bullshit and tell you the bullshit for fools like him, Jay. You know what I'm saying, Jay?
Hell yeah.
He's a fool, just like the rest of them clowns. You gotta just, I don't know, man. Just like what's the fool name that took over Twitter?
Elon Musk.
Elon
And
Musk.
start acting like he want to give it back up again.
Elon Musk.
Yeah, he's like people like him. They don't
Elon
care
Musk.
about anything but other than making money. You see what I'm saying? They don't care if you doing racial shit on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck if you fucking a bitch in their ear on Twitter. They don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, that ain't the worst stuff. We still had a motherfucker that came out this week and basically said it's okay to marry a 11 and 12-year-old.
Oh,
Oh,
elaborate.
who said that?
Yeah, I knew it was something that slipped my mind. I meant to bring up.
That's
Now-
really taking it back. They used to do that shit back in the day.
That taking that shit back to the fucking 30s.
My man said that's taking it back though, bro.
Yeah, but we have to realize shit that
You'll
they
be
used
sur-
to do is
you'll
like
be
it's really
surprised.
fucked up.
What they doing in these country states in America, like 16, 17-year-old kids, fair game for most of these people in the country, bro. There's grown men, bro. They go after these kids. They marry them when they 18, 19. You know what I'm saying? Like they manipulate these kids till they 19, 20 and marry them and shit, you know? So I don't know, man. That shit's tough. Like if you further you go in the South, you'll be surprised how grown men fuck with younger, you know what I'm saying? And how much the younger women like older men. You'll be surprised, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Bro, I thought he was looking for a sugar daddy. I said it.
Definitely sugar daddies for sure. You know? This is one of the podcasts that come to you straight, really raw, uncut,
Yeah.
and give you the podcast. I mean, give you the politics from the hood view. You know what I'm saying, dog? We be each and every Tuesdays for sure. You know what I'm saying, dog? And we pop in another night just to surprise your dumb ass. You know what I'm saying, dog? And things going to heat up once these presidents races start running. Even the motherfucking the Democrat and Republican conventions gonna be the shit, and we're gonna be live. Hoodview Politics, digging deep dive details into that bullshit.
Yeah,
You know
here
what I'm saying,
we
dog?
I know, here
ASAP.
we go. Senator Mike Moon reiterates support for 12-year-olds' right to marry in Missouri. This was 3 days ago. During a debate Tuesday on a bill banning gender-affirming care for transgender minors, Missouri State Senator Mike Moon suggested children as young as 12 should have the right to marry with parental permission. Do you know any kids who have been married at age 12? I do. Say what?
First of all,
guess what? They're still
Huh?
married. You said
What's going
first of
on
all,
here?
Jay, what you think about that whole thing right there, man? This is what you think, Jay?
I mean, they going further and further back. It ain't a good thing.
they going further than
Go
the
back.
50s.
It ain't a good thing.
20s, 10s. That's not
Yeah,
even
that's good.
10s. That's in the 18s, bro.
Yeah, that's
you
in
just-
the 18s and shit.
Yeah.
The time when Color Purple was supposed to be at.
Yeah, the 30s. You can have Silly. She's a bit ugly, but she'll work. But you can't have Nettie. Now, not never.
Anybody don't know Color Purple? You need to watch that fucking movie, yeah. That's the shit. Remember that part when she motherfucking had the shaving about to shave that nigga neck?
Yeah,
About
she about to cut his ass.
Hell
I
yeah.
can slap the shit out of her. Pow! Give me a shave.
Movies like that and Roots and shit. Everybody need to get in touch with that shit for real, for real.
I watched Roots not too long ago.
I'm mad that people
I wasn't
don't
mad as well.
they don't make these movies no more like this.
I wouldn't have mad as I can watch Roots now. When I was in the 5th grade, Me and my man Boo, we went on a motherfucking little black racist white people whoop ass spree after watching Roots.
Yeah, it was tough. It was a tough joint.
We didn't do nothing to Kunta Kinte. But your granddaddy did.
Kunta Kinte.
Kunta Kinte. Fuck that. I
That's
was more
crazy.
mad. I watch it now. I'm more mad at that punk ass nigga that played Cochise and Cooley High sold Kizzy out.
Yeah, it hurt my feelings back then.
Oh, fucked me up, man. Yeah, Kizzy got you that map and wrote you the map, and you just sold Kizzy out because of ass whooping.
Before we get out of here, talk to us about motherfucking this clown ass.
Okay, I can talk to you about
We can really go on a whole hour podcast talk about this foolish ass
it.
nigga.
One of these days we will.
Be honest with you, bro.
Look here.
He got so much between him and his wife to get into.
Look here.
We need to profile this fool.
The dude's a crook. His wife's a crook. He ain't
Man, hold
shit.
up. Don't nobody know what we're talking about. We're talking about Justice Clarence Thomas. He the worst, bro. He's only black. Trust me. Just
Oh,
he the
Motherfucker's
worst,
a
Jay.
joke.
What you think about him, Jay? I don't know what you think
yeah,
about him.
let Jay go.
That nigga is a joke. If you want to know what a house nigga is, he's it.
That pretty much does it.
Yeah, he like that. He like that nigga on what's that damn movie with Samuel L. Jackson? in it?
Dan Joe and Chain.
Exactly.
Yeah, he a banjo.
That's funny.
Django and me.
Django. Yeah.
He probably play a banjo, a country black bastard. He probably play a banjo on the side.
Now, back in 2014, he failed to disclose the fact that he sold his real estate to a GOP mega donor.
Same motherfucker that sent him on a $500,000 trip.
Now, anybody know when we say mega donor? That
Mega.
means the motherfucker that pony up the cash for this clown ass nigga to take their dumbass messages all around America.
Propaganda.
You know? Yeah, that's true. Most of that shit, that's all it be. You know what I'm saying, dog? But Clarence
Straight.
Thomas right now have a wife that's a MAGA Republican.
She ain't
So
shit.
that alone should disqualify this bitch ass nigga for even being a Supreme Court injustice. He
Correct.
accepted money from GOP donors.
Correct.
He is changing real estate with these clowns.
Correct.
But he gonna sit on the side and say, but they don't influence my thing.
He's a
Really,
fucking liar.
bruh? You lay in the bed. I don't even think y'all lay in the bed no more. But you're in the same house with a MAGA Republican whore? Really?
Really? Really?
The original before Megan Green, whatever the bitch's name, what the bitch name?
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
She's a queen before Marjorie Taylor Green.
Right.
Telegram.
And you gonna lay in the bed with that hoe.
Look at
And then you're black. It's like this getting worse and worse the more we talk
Look at-
about you.
Look at
Shit. Some
on our
bitch you.
first show, and if you don't believe me, you just look at the intro. When we told you and talked about Clarence Thomas
Oh yeah, we
from the beginning till now.
I think we
Clarence
profiled.
Thomas ain't shit. I'm telling you,
I think we profiled that fool.
he's a white man dipped in chocolate. I'm telling you.
Take your foot off the nigger.
Yeah.
But anyway, look, the dude is corrupt.
Pulp Fiction, huh?
And the dude he don't give a fuck about his own people.
At all.
If I told y'all what was next, he's going after affirmative action, he's going after civil rights, he's going after every goddamn piece of money he can get. Him and his wife is knee deep in the shit that Trump do.
MAGA Republicans
And he
out of all
has-
people, bruh.
And he was a MAGA Okay. Shut your ass up. Okay, we heard you the first time. Anyway, check it out.
What the fuck was that?
Anyway, look. Clarence Thomas was a MAGA Republican before it was such thing as a MAGA.
Wait. My problem is,
Republican.
are we clear that MAGA Republicans has a what's that called? Let's say a vein of racism in the MAGA
Vein?
Republican.
That motherfucker got a whole arm and 2 legs of racism. What a
The,
goddamn lame.
those,
But I'm
those are
just trying to make a point that he black. So alone, why he supporting that? You know what I'm saying?
Look,
If anything, MAGA is. You can't tell me they're not racist, bro. You can't do it. Bigot at least.
Go over Clarence Thomas' whole career and his rulings.
Excuse me. Hey, it's Kunta Kinte.
I'm telling the dude. The dude's not black. He's a graham cracker. He
is the worst. He the worst.
I got to cut that shit out.
I just hoping they what's that called? Impeach his bitch ass.
He got to go
ASAP.
He got to go, and
you can't lay in the bed. First of all, you're a Supreme Court justice. You can't lay in the bed with a MAGA Republican.
Especially when you got
come on, man.
Especially when you rule on cases that she is involved in.
Like the vice president said, don't go for the hokey dope, nigga.
Don't go for that okey dope. But anyway, look, the dude.
You gotta think about it. He already deep inside the politician shit.
Yeah.
And they got invisible.
See,
they got invisible noose around his neck. Invisible noose around his neck. You gonna do this? You gonna do that? You gonna do that?
He been plotting this shit for the longest time. It's the only thing about it was Trump was the president. He could bring forth this shit that was really on his mind because he couldn't do that. He couldn't do that with Bush, because I still think Bush was hitting Condoleezza Rice. So that wasn't.
He's just a black man in color only.
Yeah.
What they call rhinos?
Let me tell
you.
He
a black man in color only. He's not even black for real. This nigga a wild motherfucker.
That motherfucker right there is a real, live, and in living Technicolor Uncle Ruckus.
Most definitely.
That is Uncle Ruckus for real. You best believe his favorite song is "Don't Trust Them New Niggas Over There."
He just look like the niggas like, let's lock these niggas
shit.
up. Don't even see yourself as a nigga, as a black man. It's none of that.
Look
in the mirror, see white.
Look.
He might as well bleach his skin.
Look.
Oh, yeah, that'd be
I
crazy.
bet when that motherfucker.
He might as well, yeah.
I bet when he get an application.
Sammy Sosa ass nigga.
And he gotta check his race box. I bet that motherfucker put other. If he don't put white, he put other.
Like that nigga on Miami Dolphins coach. He got black mixed up in him, but he don't want to talk about it.
Half black and he
don't want to talk about it though.
Mike McDaniel.
You know what? I'm unknown. Like this nigga, fuck you. You don't want to be black, you bitch ass nigga. We don't want you, you sucker ass knuckle.
Right. Just like one time.
We black and love to be black. We black and proud, you bitch nigga.
I don't even know if it's even in them.
Yeah. And Tiger Woods was every ethnicity.
Yeah, you barely see it, yeah.
But black. Tiger was everything.
Tiger Woods.
Black.
Oh, I ain't like black. Who you talking to?
Black
you bitch ass nigga. We don't want you.
I'm Chinese, Mexican.
Fuck you.
I'm part white. I'm Lithuanian. I ain't got no.
What about OJ? I'm
OJ?
not black from OJ.
He was cool until he did what he did. So ain't nothing we can do with him now. He's our boy though.
No,
2,000 yards rushing.
No, nobody.
I'm not black. I'm not black.
He was like the motherfucker. He was a white cracker part of the black community back in the day, but he was still a famous black dude
until he got that motherfucking charge, and then he stepped back into the black community because OJ wasn't black since 1976.
Man, my thing about OJ is people don't recognize that he was one of the top running backs who ever played. They don't bring him up. They do not bring him up on NFL anything, bruh.
No, just like they never gonna bring Bill Cosby up.
That shit's fucked up. Like that nigga put on work in the NFL. You can't not just ignore him. He was the juice. He was a nigga that was getting all the commercials. He was the shit.
Look, you cannot chop two white people into 40 pieces and motherfuckers think that white people ain't gonna cancel you.
They don't even bring you up, bruh. Like, you cannot talk about NFL running backs and then ever say OJ Simpson.
Easy.
They never say OJ.
Ever, bro.
Ever. They never.
Good.
That nigga's one of the top.
He was one
You
of the
can't even
top-
get out of the top 5
Bruh.
without talking about him, bro. They ever bring him up?
I don't
Never.
know- I don't know about that now.
OJ Simpson? You can't
Because
name me
he-
5 running backs, bro.
Let me see.
You're gonna say Walter Payton.
Jim Brown.
You're gonna
always
say
be
Sanders, and that's it. You're gonna start. You gotta stop scrambling now, bro.
one. Walter, Jim
Y'all
Brown.
forgot about Emmett. God damn.
Emmitt's okay, but he won't.
I,
Now you see what I'm saying?
Barry.
OJ's way better than Emmett, bro. That's it. He in the top 5,
Yeah.
I don't know.
but they
You
don't
can-
bring him
you can
up.
put- No, you can put OJ in the top 10, but you can legitimately argue.
He ran for
5
2,000 yards.
Okay, so did motherfucker Eric
Who?
Dickerson.
Who?
So did Eric Dickerson.
Eric Dickerson was nice too. Yeah, yeah.
That I'm saying.
Eric
You
Dickerson
can
top 5 too.
You can legitimately.
LaDainian Thomason.
Oh hell no.
You can legitimately
He
argue
up there.
top 5.
He like
Now,
top
hey,
6.
And I'm gonna tell you. Well, we'll put it like this: if his hip wasn't fucked up,
Who?
he would have been number 2 behind Jim Brown, in my opinion. Bo Jackson.
Oh yeah, he was a beast.
Oh yeah.
So all I'm saying is this: I think you can. I think you cannot take OJ out the top 10, but you can legitimately argue a top 5 without OJ. I say that
I don't know. That's tough.
because you can put Marcus Allen up there if you want to. You can put you can put Emmett up there if you want to. You can put you got to put Eric Dickerson.
The nigga
You gotta
rushed
put,
for 11,000 yards. They do not talk about him, bro.
and you will always put Jim Brown. You will always put Barry Sanders. You can put up there.
He had 14,000 combined yards. 15,000.
Yeah, OJ's
Yeah.
OJ's an animal.
456 points and 76 touchdowns.
He ain't no,
They don't even talk about the motherfucker, bro. At all, though. Not even a little bit.
but chopping up 2 white people, hacking 2 white people to death.
It will stop them from
They-
talking
they
about you
chopped
for
all
sure.
that shit.
That's for goddamn sure. It
They
will
done
stop
chopped-
it.
They done stopped all that shit.
But that's not fair because that's football, something he done. It's been accomplished. Just because he done some shit in his personal life shouldn't assure the fact that you analyzing football, you should bring up one of the greatest running backs ever when you talk about running backs, bro.
But you did the same thing to Bill Cosby. He's one
Bill
of the
Cosby
great-
ain't one of the
he's
top
the
running
great-
backs who ever lived.
He's one of the top comedians that ever was, and
That's true.
one of the top TV actors that ever been. But when you
And he
drug-
brought Fat Albert.
yeah,
Yeah, all that shit.
you done drug 78 women and fucked them, you know, it causes people to cancel you.
But it's still talk about Cosby though when it comes to comedians. They don't bring up OJ at all. Not even a little bit.
No.
He's not even brought up. That's sad. I want you to remember the last time they even brought this OJ up as a running back ever.
I was about to say, I'm gonna argue with that.
Last time they brung that up was when he had that charge.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Like
That was about 30
people like
years
us that
ago.
sit there in football circles, like we were talking now in football circles, you can't deny OJ.
That's what I'm saying.
But OJ will never get his recognition in
Ever.
the mainstream ever again. That's
Ever.
dead.
That's over.
That's just like if you're talking comedic circles,
Yeah.
Bill Cosby is up there.
He ain't gonna be able to do it. They ain't gonna be able
But and you get into mainstream, just like R. Kelly. R. Kelly's one of the baddest motherfuckers. That
like
ever
you
did
can't talk
music.
about R&B songs without bringing them up.
You can't talk about music.
How the
in
fuck you
general.
skipping R. Kelly and you talk about
Oh, for
R&B?
real?
It's the dumbest
Right.
shit.
You cannot talk music in general without bringing R. Kelly.
It's
up
the stupidest
because-
shit, bro.
Because he did so much across all genres.
That's what I'm saying. It's just
You
tough.
put Michael Jackson on. He wrote #1 hits with Michael Jackson,
It's tough.
Celine Dion, and damn near everybody in R&B. But if you bring him up in a mainstream conversation, you talk about that motherfucking freak ass. nigga.
It's tough.
It's hard
Because the things they accomplish, you can't deny those things just because they're personal life. I don't get it. Like a game is a game. Football is a game. And what you done in that has nothing. Half the players, I don't even know what their personal life are. Long as that nigga, I'm a Bears fan. When I turn on Bears game, your ass scoring touchdowns, you my man. You know what I'm saying, dog? I don't know if you murdered somebody before now. I don't know. You know what I'm saying, dog? You just scored a touchdown for the Bears. I don't know what your history is. I'm just concerned about this game, right? You the game, you playing in the game. That's a concern. You know what I'm saying?
But my whole time, when you're a public figure like that, all of that comes into play. Because even though if he was way past it at the time, motherfuckers couldn't wait to bring up Kobe and the rape charge when he passed.
ASAP.
Just like I don't think it had nothing to do with her when she passed. The only thing they talked about was Whitney. So I put it like this. It's baked in the cake.
It's definitely baked in the cake.
This shit baked in the cake. That's all I can say about it.
Jay, before we get out of here, you came in a little late, man. You got anything to say about the cartels or the
That's your case, big brother.
the motherfucking pills, the abortion pills? Anything you want to talk about before we get out of here, bro? Hoodviewpolitics.
We pretty much run that shit down.
Yeah,
States
we in
fucked
detail
up,
on that.
you
Man.
know what I'm saying?
That's what we do. Deep detail dive.
40,000 leagues under the
Yeah, I said each and every Tuesday, baby.
Saturday,
Rabbit
Friday.
Jones every Tuesday for sure. Rabbit Jones
Only the number one soul, brother.
each and every Tuesday. Holler at your boys. Do not forget us on Tuesdays. Now we might sneak up on another day, like today. You know what I'm saying? But Tuesdays, guaranteed to catch your boys. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hood
Look,
View
man.
Politics.
Y'all out there, get y'all study on, man. Y'all gotta check some of this shit out. 'Cause this shit out here is ridiculous.
And we need gun owners. If you're a gun owner, you're a Republican,
Yeah,
we want you on this
bring your gun
podcast,
room,
baby.
Bring your
Reach
gun
out.
ass up in here.
To the fucking Gmails. Whatever you need to do, reach out. Have the black debate. We love it. You know what I'm saying? That's our
like
thing.
it. We love it.
Yes, I
We
think.
gonna give you some more of it. Peace out.
Appreciate everybody that been following us all this time, man. Our year anniversary. We appreciate y'all a whole lot.
Oh, yeah.
Facebook, YouTube, follow your boys. Please subscribe on YouTube.
Twitter,
We appreciate
Twitch.
y'all a whole lot. You know what I'm saying,
Everywhere.
dog? We're gonna get better and better at this thing. Been 12 months, 13 months now.
Hell,
We're gonna grow and grow
right.
and get better and better. So appreciate everybody been following since the beginning. If you subscribe, we appreciate you a whole lot. You know what I'm saying,
We gonna
dog?
be around.
Until
we,
Tuesday.
We ain't gonna end up like no jumper. We gonna be around.
Until Tuesday, we catch a deep, detailed dive into politics, baby.
Talking about politics coming from a view of the streets, you know what I'm saying, dog? You know, we're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers, none of that shit that's on TV, you know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood. We the hood people.